So Chipotle raised their prices by 10%. And I saw that someone in the comment section, but what's the Chipotle CEO? What's his name?
Y'all not listening. CEO stands for check every office now. Where are they?
They spent all that money desensitizing the American people to violence and death. And they're shocked that it extends to them as well.
I'm so happy that Americans awaken up to the corruption that as CEOs do. Welcome to another continuation of Fafo. It seems that people have very short memories. I remember during Trump's last term, people complained about Trump smelling. Remember, the man wears a diaper and abuses Adderall, so really this comes as no surprise at all. Yet attendees in Notre Dame in France were in disbelief at how bad Trump smelled. Kissinger spoke about it briefly on the Midas Touch.
The best way to describe it, so take like armpits, ketchup, like a butt, and makeup, and put that all in a blender. And you bottle that as a cologne. That's kind of that. But it's amazing. Like I've been amazed that, everybody's just kind of like learning about this now.
So you're telling me not only do world leaders gather around to talk about the US and Trump, but they're also clowning the of America because Donald Trump smells like piss and shit. Y'all voted for a man who smells the same as a crackhead in downtown LA?
Joey Manarino, a conservative podcaster, is fearing for his life, and does so quite unironically because he thinks he resembles the Pew Pewer. In his Twitter post, he says, "How is this allowed? This can get me killed," which got him 13 million views and multiple retweets. So Joey's been posting some of the death threats he's found in his inbox. This is not normal, nor is this something someone should deal with, as it puts my family and myself at risk. Someone should be held accountable. He's shaken because some people out there like what's happening to him, and what type of person would do such a thing? It's Joey, the same guy that says misinformation and hate speech are words to suppress free speech. One man's misinformation is another man's fact. It's funny when Joey clutches his pearls when the tables are turned. I guess this wasn't about free speech after all. Just your speech, isn't it, Joey? Pennsylvania steelworkers, who full-heartedly voted for Trump, are now in the full effect of Fafo. When Trump said they were supposed to stop the deal that was going to save their jobs, the union leader said it was a gut punch that he would no longer honor his word. Gee, a liar lies. Who would have thunk it?
Get this straight. The Pennsylvania union steelworkers who endorsed Trump, who voted for Trump, then around and found out the hard way. See, we're not proud to tell y'all that it was going to be bullshit. So now 40 days later, after they voted for Trump, that $14.2 billion steel deal y'all had on the table, Trump said, no, I ain't for that. Y'all ain't getting that. Now y'all mad. Now y'all union leader, whoever is on TV, talking about it was a gut punch. It was a gut punch. We tried to tell y'all fools. That's the same way we felt when y'all went in that voting booth and voted for Trump. That was a gut punch for us too. But I'm just sitting back eating popcorn, watching it all dissolve. Because y'all deserve everything that y'all get. This is what y'all voted for. No more excuses, no more complaining. Please, no more complaining. Somebody, it was a gut punch. Y'all made that decision that's gonna affect your family, your union members, and take away money from y'all pocket. What you think gonna happen when the guy lies every time he open his mouth, man? What you think gonna happen when the guy is a pathological liar, man? He gonna lie. He already told you dummies, I don't need you, I just need your vote. I hope that contract go to China, man. Because y'all went in there with somebody like Kamala Harris, who y'all knew supported y'all, man. Who y'all knew was on the front line with y'all, man. Y'all knew that. But no, for some reason, it just felt like y'all didn't want to vote for her because she was a black lady. Now y'all finna get the monster, and y'all deserve the monster in y'all bedroom. But it's not gonna hurt me. It's not gonna affect my family. It's gonna affect you. So if it was a gut punch to you, just think about how we felt when we woke up the next morning and saw Donald Trump beat Kamala Harris and all you clowns voted for him. For the next 4 years, y'all deserve clowns. That'll never happen for y'all, but y'all need to fuck around and find out too. All y'all who think y'all finna get something under Trump, and we gonna sit back and be like, I told you, when you voted for and all the felony guy, you deserve everything y'all get. See, if you had Kamala Harris, you would have had that contract. But y'all need to get what y'all deserve.
And this one I'm so happy about. Nick Fuentes, the Your Body My Choice guy and King Incel, was arrested when he pepper sprayed a lady that came to his door. I'm totally not surprised that this incel pepper sprayed an unarmed woman while he hid behind a door. And of course, mainstream media also had a bad week, finally validating what we all know, that they are mouthpieces for the rich billionaires and completely out of touch from the rest of us. The mainstream and new media came out completely tone deaf and completely patronizing to their own viewers for the lack of empathy for the CDO death. trying to make their own viewers who have suffered under the United Healthcare CEO and the company to have empathy for the CEO, a man who single-handedly killed millions of people with a stroke of a pen. Hopefully this trend continues and hits other CEOs. Joe Scarborough and Mika Kelly are now dealing with a major fallout, blaming their own viewers for leaving them. And Joe has already had 2 major tantrums about people leaving their show. 52% of their viewership dropped after their clownery over on Mar-a-Lago. And good riddance. This means no one is buying their song and dance anymore. And in a stunning surprise, Ben Shapiro's own audience turned on him when he tried to defend the CEO, which finally showed how out of touch he is with his own audience. The top comment on Ben Shapiro's video says, "I just realized your entire business model requires us normal folk hate each other. It's weird, but people are getting it. People are waking up." The next one says, "Nice to see we're all on the same side on this one," which goes to show that we have more in common with each other than differences. The Redditor post says, "I guess he didn't remember that most of his fan base that have turned hard right specifically because they take pride in not trusting the upper class. This has been perplexing for the center left, since that same fan base has delighted in Trump. But at the end of the day, they have turned to self-preservation specifically because of the disenfranchisement by the elites. No one likes insurance CEOs. No one. These charlatans are just millionaires paid by billionaires." These comments were left under multiple videos online, like Josh Shapiro that tried to tell people how to feel. So glad he's getting roasted online and people aren't putting up with it anymore. And in a surprise, Trump had a major falling out with the NRA. One of the leaders said Trump had lost complete faith over the organization. In the letter in the New York Times, the NRA's vice president said was due to the lack of support for his presidential campaign this time around. This poster says, "Wait, the NRA didn't support Trump because Trump didn't have faith in the NRA? So it's a mutual breakup?" Missy M1027 says, "Dictators take everyone's guns away." Wait, ain't that the truth? It was never anyone on the left. But then again, no one on the left are dictators. So this actually tracks.
Day that I got to laugh in a Trump supporter's face, I didn't think that it was gonna feel this good, but it did. It did. It's a lady at my job. We absolutely don't like her. No one likes this woman. But you can't fire somebody just because you don't like her. Yes, it's a white lady, and yes, she's a Trump supporter, but we didn't like her before we knew that she was a Trump supporter. Ever since the second this bitch been walking through these doors on a half horse because Trump won. Today, she come in the building and she looked like her whole entire world is. We look at her and we say, "Girl, what's wrong? You don't look too good right now." She say, "I'm too old and I'm stressing out. Me and my husband are stressing out. We don't know what to do." What's happening? What's going on? She say, "We honestly don't know what's gonna happen and we don't really know what's going on because I think me and my husband were lied to." Explain. She then proceeds to tell us how she has healthcare through our job for her and her husband, but the stuff that our job does not cover, they have the Affordable Care Act to cover the back end, right? I think y'all know where this conversation is going. So she says they were just watching the news this morning and they saw how Donald Trump is going to get rid of the Affordable Care Act, and she doesn't understand how this is happening because he only talked about Obamacare. Baby, I started laughing. Oh, baby, the laugh that I had in my gut made me cry. She's standing there with a face because she don't understand why I'm laughing. I look at her and I say, "Girl, I ain't got no sympathy for you. I ain't got nothing but concepts of thoughts and prayers." She say, "How can you say that?" I said, "Because you're an idiot Republican. How in the are you gonna stand here in my face while you're in your 60s and tell me that you did not know that the Affordable Care Act and Obamacare is the same thing? You finna stand here and tell me that you are in your 60s and you have no idea that Republicans started calling the Affordable Care Act Obamacare so that more Republicans can hate it because his black ass name was attached to it. Yeah, you don't get no sympathy from me, baby. And if you wasn't such a idiot only listening to Fox News and actually did your own research, you would know this." She says, "Oh, you Democrats think that you're so fucking smart. You think that you're so smart. Well, I guess you will get a kick out of knowing that my son is married to a Latino woman and she's about to get deported." Hell yeah, girl, that shit funny as hell. I said, let me guess. Your white thought that when Donald Trump said immigrants, you thought that he was only talking about the illegal immigrants, when that man clearly said he was going after all of the immigrants. It don't matter what race of an immigrant you are. If your was born in another country and you're here on a green card, a work visa, or by a marriage to a natural born United States citizen, that's getting taken the away from you. How did you not know what denationalization means? Because Trump kept on saying it, especially within the last 2 months. He said the denationalization of every immigrant that he sees fit. How you ain't know? When I tell y'all that white lady turned on her heel so fast, she created a mini tornado and flew her down the hallway to go to the HR office to report me. 20 minutes later, HR calling me on the phone, telling me to come to the office. I walk in the office, they say, Kat, do you know why you in here? I said, yeah, because I looked a Trump supporter in the face and told her she a idiot and she getting what she voted for and I ain't got no sympathy for her. The HR lady started cracking up laughing. She started cracking up the laugh. Because what the I look like sitting up here having some type of pity on you, you dumb. You didn't do none of your own research. Your white sat back and watched Fox News over and over and over and over and over again. You've been all over there on Trump's social media listening to the bullshit that this man been pushing out of his ass. And you think that I'm gonna sit up here and have some type of sympathy for you? No, ma'am. Not at all. Seriously, the only thing that I have for Republicans is concepts of thoughts and prayers.
And of course, this week, billionaire CEOs are now panicking. So bad that security teams are being inundated with calls from the executives, with companies listing new positions of VP of security. And of course, Elon Musk, the only son he has access to, he's using as a human shield as the coward he is. So it seems these billionaires and CEOs in the elites are finally running scared. And finally, we're actually finding common ground with each other. United Healthcare has lost $45 billion since their CEO has been unalived, as other companies have taken down pictures of their own CEOs, and posters are popping up everywhere of major CEOs. Yep, things are getting interesting.
I took CEO out of my LinkedIn bio. No reason in particular. I didn't want nobody to get the wrong idea. You know what I'm saying? I heard that CEOs have 30-minute shots, so mind you, the only employee I have is myself, but I didn't want no confusion, because after what happened the other day outside the hotel to United Healthcare CEO, that's crazy. But what's even crazier is right after that, I read a headline saying that another insurance company is going to stop giving anesthesia for the full time. And I'm confused because I want to know, if you're the CEO of that company, you ain't see what happened to your colleague? You ain't see how within 30 minutes, they had started the meeting on time, stepped over his body, had his emails forwarded, and had his job posted on LinkedIn within the hour? I don't know. Y'all might want to rethink that anesthesia thing.
If you like this video, go check out some of the other ones on the channel. Like and subscribe, and always remember to stay